Hi there folks, Dan from Organic Digital here with a quick tutorial on how to use the Periscope app and exploring some of the features, as well as how to go live with your first scope. I'm actually going to go live during this screencast. So let's get into the app itself. If you haven't downloaded it yet, it is available for Android or iOS from the App Store. So when you first download it, it will ask you to connect with a Twitter account. So you need a Twitter account to create a Periscope account. And it'll also prompt you to follow some people that you follow on Twitter that also have Periscope accounts. And then that's where this home screen that you first log into will populate with who is live right now, who has recently been live. And this is just people that I follow. So right now, Shalene Johnson is great on Periscope. If you don't follow her, by the way, I suggest you give her a follow. It does some great Periscope and has some great tips on social media marketing. But she's actually live right now, so I could technically go in. I won't click on her, but I could go into her Periscope and watch what she has to say now. Underneath is a list as well of recent Periscopes from people that I follow. So this is just people that I follow. On the next screen, the globe is a list of people that are around the world right now that are actually live. So you've got two viewing options. You can go via the map, and it takes a little bit of time to populate, but it does actually come up here with some little red dots you can zoom in on, and it'll show you exactly where those people are live from via their location. The other option that's a little bit faster to show who's live is the list option, and this is not people that you follow. This is just people that are live around the world right now. So you can actually scroll through and see what people have to say. The Apple event was overnight, so there's a bit of a recap there. There's heaps of stuff happening around the world. There are always live broadcasts happening. This is an amazing opportunity, particularly if you want to watch live events that are happening overseas. If you want to see up close and personal things that are on the other side of the globe that you don't have the opportunity to actually be there, this provides that opportunity. So the map and the list view there, it takes a little bit of time to populate those red dots, but when you log in, you'll see exactly what I mean. The next screen is where you would actually go live right now, but I'll come back to that one. We'll do that last. The last one is a list of people that you can follow. So these are people that I actually follow on Twitter. So if I want to follow Stan For, let's give them a follow. And then these are some of the most popular scopers around the world, and as you can see, they have millions and millions of followers. Up the top right hand corner is your profile itself, and I suggest when you do set up your profile that you try to make it applicable to Periscope. It brings in automatically your description from Twitter, so you can change that slightly. You can put a URL in there as well. Finally, the profile picture showed as well. So make sure you have a nice clear picture of exactly who you are. And emoticons are huge, which I'll touch on in a second. And you can include them in your name and also in your description as well. If you do want to find some people to follow, a little magnifying glass up the top left-hand corner there is who you can search for people. But let's get into how you would actually go live. So the options you have when you go, and the first thing you'll see, and it actually provides a preview of what people will see as soon as they start watching your broadcast. So that little glowing arrow, that's actually providing my specific location. So the reason I would say suggest to keep the location settings on is that you do then appear in that global list and across that map across the globe that people can tune in and see exactly where you are. And it provides, some perspective for people that are overseas and they want to watch what's happening in Australia and in Melbourne right now. Then you keep that on and they're probably more likely to watch you. So you do need to think about that from a privacy perspective, obviously, but I would suggest to keep it on. The next option is you can actually do private scopes, and you can select to do a private scope with people that you follow. So when you hit that lock button, it'll come up to say, I want to do a private scope. And these are people that follow us right now. So I can select exactly who I want to do a private scope. The other option that if you're a bigger brand is disabling the chat option only to people that you follow. So we've seen some brands and also some politicians of late have this option enabled. So the chat option obviously opens up yourself to feedback, and it gets flooded with comments. So disabling this option, if you want, then only allows the right people that you follow, and you obviously want to make sure you follow them for the right reasons, to interact with you via the chat. But the chat is one of the best, I guess, features of Periscope, that they can tell you that they're watching, or if you do ask a question, people can reply via the chat feature. So you need to have a think about that, but sometimes it is applicable if you're a much larger brand. From a small business perspective, make sure you haven't got that one selected though. And then the last one is little Twitter bird, of course. Periscope's owned by Twitter, and this sends out an automatic tweet for you to your Twitter account once you do go live. So speaking of going live, you need to provide a title for your Periscope. And before, when I mentioned emoticon, this is where you can use emoticons to stand out. And you will see a lot of emoticons in the list of live Periscopes that are happening right now. So this is a title that I came up with before to save me typing it out for you. But I've got a couple of emoticons in there, doing a live screencast, showing people how to use a Periscope app. Come say hi. So sometimes you can provide a call to action in there, whether it be come say hi or come learn this or check out maybe URL. But if you think about going back to that global list of people, and if they're just using text, using emoticons actually makes you stand out a little bit more. So I suggest to put some applicable emoticons in there just to show a little bit of personality as well. And then all that's left is to hit the start broadcast button, which we may as well do now. So let's get into it. And we're live. Hello, Periscope. Dan here from Organic Digital. You are seeing my computer screen, which is actually recording yourself. So this is kind of Periscope inception. Let's scroll down and I'll actually turn the camera and I'll show you, or I'll tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing. Hey, there we are. Oh, my hair's average. All right. So live from Organic Digital HQ here. I'm actually doing a screencast that I've just done beforehand, before I've gone live, showing people how to use a Periscope app. And I'm going to upload this to our blog, so you can actually see the video itself, the whole entirety of it, explaining the different features, some different tips on how you can use in the title of your Periscope event before you go live. And we've also done a blog post there just with 4 simple tips. So if you actually go to organicdigital.com.au/Periscope, I'm going to flick you around to that again. How to use Periscope for your small business. So head to organicdigital.com.au/Periscope. And then we've just got some 4 simple tips, and very shortly you will also see this video and the whole screencast uploaded in there, so you can watch in its whole entirety. And talking to people that have watched this whole video, as you can see, people are commenting through the video, and I can go back and I can actually comment to them as well. And you'll see the hearts in there as well. Let's be back. And hey, I'm back. Hi from Atlanta. Hey, George. Oh, there's people all over the world. So it's one of these amazing things that Periscope is providing, is connections to people that you just wouldn't have around the world. And like I said, it is live. So that's about it. It's only going to be a short Periscope because I want to close up the screencast, and then you can watch it in its entirety on our website. But until next time, if you haven't downloaded Periscope yet and you haven't done your first scope, then just get in there and try it, because it's a really cool app and it's actually really good fun. But until next time, it's been real. See ya. All right, so back to my my screencast. This is then what it provides afterwards. So you can replay if you like, and you can actually save it to your camera roll as well, and then they'll save it to my camera roll on my iPhone. So then I can replay it there. I can then upload it elsewhere. But that is Periscope. That's how you start. That's how you go live. The best thing about it is that, as you saw, people were commenting from around the world. Hi from Missouri, hi from Georgia. Like, it just opens up a whole new world of connections that you can provide. So if you haven't done a live Periscope yet, just go in and test it. And you don't need, it is, quite daunting because it is live. But if you don't know what to say, then go for a walk and provide a perspective from around your part of the world right now, because people want to see what's happening around the globe. But I hope that's helped just explain a little bit more and a few more tips. Like I said during the Periscope, if you haven't yet, go to organicdigital.com.au/Periscope, or maybe that's where you're watching this right now anyway. And just check out some tips there that you can get in and start using it. And don't forget to give us a follow on Periscope at Organic Digital, and we'll follow you back. And we want to see all the people that are going live around the world, because we love to see what they're doing, obviously. But I hope that helps. If obviously you're on Twitter, because you need a Twitter account to jump on Periscope, hit us up on Twitter as well, organicdigital.com.au, and tell us what you think. Until then, bye for now.